You need to submit. Hey guys, Servant Shamar here. So, as you heard, the title of this video is Submission. Now, one thing I've realized, and I think I made a video about this already. Now, if you haven't seen it, go check it out. Now, in the video, the young guy was, he brought up the word submission, and obviously the young lady, you could see it on her face that it was a trigger word for her. Everything was going good in the conversation until the word submission came up. Now, like I mentioned in the video that I did about it, I know in like UFC, MMA, boxing, like certain rough sports, the word submit and submission means to, lay down and give up or be a doormat or whatever. But like I said to you guys, in relationship and in business, it doesn't mean that way. And that's one of the reasons why I wanted to do this video, so we could tap into the spiritual aspect of it. Because while I was doing that video, I don't know if you guys saw my face. My face lit up because I got a revelation. Now, I'm gonna share that revelation with you guys right now. So again, don't let it go over your head. Now, again, submission. The person who's submitted to a person. Let me just use myself and my wife. Now, my wife, she submitted to me, and that's one of the things that really attracted me to her. When we just met, I realized that when I say something to this young lady, or when we're doing something, or when we're making a move, she looks to me. You get what I'm saying? And I throughout the whole dating process, I told her that, hey honey, like, you're putting that pressure on me, but it's a healthy pressure because, like I said before, it puts me in a position where I'm like, all right, let me think about this properly, because she's putting her trust in me. And again, a next word for submission is trust. I don't know if you guys know that. However, though, the appropriate word is submission, because again, that's what you're doing. All right? So again, if we're doing something or if we're gonna go somewhere, I think about it more. When I'm doing my own thing, I'm like, I'm doing my own thing. But when my wife is involved, I think a lot more about what I'm doing, because I know that, hey, she has trust. She's submitted to me, right? She's under submission. So I have to make sure that the mission is missioning. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense, right? But again, I just want to use it as an example. So it makes you think more. Now, in the biblical standpoint, I want to get into that. So while I was yapping in that video, like I said, I had a revelation. Now, the revelation that came to me is that the reason why most Christians like myself have so much peace, because one of the major reasons why I became a Christian was because I noticed that people who have a strong faith, like a strong faith belief, they're very peaceful, they're very happy, they're very easygoing. And when I went down the rabbit hole, I'm like, okay, this person is a Christian, this person is a Muslim, this person, they believe in something. And that's one of the reasons why I became a Christian, right? Now, again, when you're a Christian or when you're whatever, because I feel like it's the same concept in every religion, where life is hard, but we know God has our back. And that's what submission is. And obviously, where Jesus come into play is that obviously Jesus died for our sins, right? And it's a case where basically in Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, all of them are saying that if we submit to Christ, we're going to be all right. If we submit to Christ, we will be all right. However, if we're rebellious, or because that's the opposite of submission. I don't know if you guys know that. The opposite of submission, you could go look it up. The opposite of submission is basically being rebellion, or basically, you get what I'm saying? And nobody wants to help a person like that. So I feel when both people, especially, women, and again, I'm not saying you're going to submit to every man, you get what I'm saying? Because obviously it takes a kind of man to put a woman in that rest where she could say, hey, you know what, I trust this this dude. And it's the same thing with the men as well too, because as men, you know, we submit to our wives as well too, right? Right, guys? I hope. But yeah, that's a different topic. I guess I'll make that part 3. But yes, so submission is a good thing. Submission is good. And again, it all depends on, and my thing is that if you can't submit to the person that you're with, I don't know. And again, submission means trust. If you can't trust the person that you're dating or you're in a relationship with, I don't know. I honestly don't know. So I'm not saying to leave the person, but you might have to do some work. That's all I'm gonna say. Alright, guys? Now, if you like this video, definitely share, send it to a friend, leave a comment, and make sure that you know you do the best you can to learn as much about these kind of topics, especially if you're looking to go into a relationship. Now, if you're already in a relationship already, great. You and your partner need to sit down and talk and see how you can level up your relationship. And again, if you need help, I'm here for you. Just send me a DM and let's work. Bye, guys.